Hello everyone, welcome to News in Brief on Vantage TV, where you get quick updates on the stories that made the rounds within the week. My name is Anita Macaulay. Let's get started. On the national news, President Buhari receives national honor in Portugal. The president, retired Major General Muhammadu Buhari, on Tuesday departed for Portugal on a state visit at the invitation of President Marcelo Rebelo de Sousa, where he was conferred with the country's national honor and decorated with Portugal's Great Collar of the Order of Prince Henry. Also during the visit, the president participated at the UN Ocean Conference, which aims to accelerate the adoption of science-based innovative solutions to challenges facing oceans and global marine ecosystem. Wednesday night in Lisbon, Portugal, the president reiterated the commitment of his administration to ensuring that INEC delivers peaceful, transparent, free, fair, and credible elections next year. Professor Yemi Osinbajo speaks on drug abuse. On Monday in Abuja, Nigeria's Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, on the occasion of the 2022 United Nations International Day Against Drug Abuse and Illicit Drug Trafficking, declared that the commitment of the federal government and the support of development partners make it safe to say that the country is winning the war on drugs. Assessing the current war being waged against illicit drugs in the country at the event themed Addressing Drug Challenges in Health and Humanitarian Crisis, the VP stated that the days of the scourge of drug abuse and dependency are clearly numbered, but it would involve even greater focus and determination for the long haul, as drug abuse held grave consequences for young people and greatly undermined the security of the country. Reps to investigate subsidy regime from 2017 to 2021. The House of Representatives on Wednesday resolved to set up an ad hoc committee to investigate the petroleum product subsidy regime over the 4-year period. The resolution followed a motion by Honorable Sergius Ogun, who stated that component costs in the petroleum product subsidy value chain claimed by the Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation (NNPC) is highly overbloated, while the transfer pump price per litre used by the NNPC in relation to Petroleum Pipeline Marketing Company (PPMC) is underquoted. The lawmaker described this as fraudulent, while also expressing worry that the subsidy regime has been used by the NNPC and other critical stakeholders in subverting the nation's crude oil revenue to the tune of over $10 billion. The committee is to report back to the House within 8 weeks for further legislative action. Nigeria's federal government hires lawyers for Ike Ekweremadu. Recall that last week, allegations of trafficking and intended organ harvesting led to the arrest and remand of former Deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu and his wife Beatrice in the UK. This week, the Nigerian High Commission have engaged the services of lawyers in the UK to defend the former Deputy Senate President when he appears in court next month. Senate President Ahmed Lawan also noted that the Senate will send a delegation to the UK to make further findings on the case with the embattled Ekweremadu. On the international news, NATO builds stronger alliance. Sweden and Finland are set formally to end decades of neutrality and join the North Atlantic Treaty Organization (NATO) in a historic breakthrough for the alliance that deals a blow to Russian President Vladimir Putin. That breakthrough came during a NATO summit in Madrid on Tuesday that has already become one of the most consequential meetings in the history of the military alliance. Swedish Prime Minister Magdalena Andersson said in a statement that deciding to join the NATO military alliance was not easy, but it was the right decision for the country's security. British Prime Minister Boris Johnson hailed the agreement, saying their membership will make the defense alliance stronger and safer, while Russia's President Putin says Russia is not bothered if Sweden and Finland join NATO, but warns that they will respond in kind to any threats. Singer R. Kelly sentenced to 30 years over sex crimes. R&B singer R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison Wednesday for leading a decades-long effort to recruit and confine teenagers and women for sex. Judge Ann Donnelly handed down the term in Brooklyn Federal Court nearly a year after the 55-year-old Kelly was convicted by a New York jury. September last year, R. Kelly was found guilty on all 9 charges he faced, and the prosecutors had urged the court to put the singer behind bars for at least 25 years, saying he still poses a serious danger to the public. That's it on the national and international news on Vantage TV's News in Brief. Coming up shortly is entertainment news. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, I'm Laifa and you're welcome to Entertainment on the News in Brief, where I bring you the top entertainment stories that made the rounds this week. Let's get right into it. Tems makes history at the 2022 BET Awards. In her words, crazy things are happening. Well, crazy good things have actually happened. Yeah, Tems over the weekend made history at the 2022 BET Awards by winning 2 awards in a row, namely the Best Collaboration and Best International Act, making her the first African female to win in both categories in a row. The star-studded annual event held on 26 June at the Microsoft Theater in Los Angeles was attended by thousands of stars in all their glitz and glory. In her acceptance speech for Best International Act, she thanked BET and dedicated the award to every single woman, daring them to get up and chase their dreams. Talk about supergirl power. Still on the BET Awards, Fields and Fireboy hit yet another high point for Afrobeats at the event. Fields and Fireboy DML both gave impressive performances at the 2022 BET Awards, making it a huge night for Afrobeats. The Nigerian record producer, singer, and songwriter Fields got the international crowd echoing lyrics to his hit song Finesse, leaving them with something good to start the night. Later that night, Fireboy DML delivered an equally spirited rendition of his latest single, Playboy, as well as his hit single, Peru. Best believe that when we drop a hit, it's sure to become a global anthem. Viola Davis in new look for The Woman King. Following the release of the first look teaser in April 2022, as well as Viola Davis's first photos from the epic film, a new look teaser for the upcoming historical epic drama The Woman King was teased at the just concluded BET Awards. Viola Davis is to play the lead role in the film, which was written by Sana Stevens and directed by Gina Prince Bythewood. The fictional story of the Dahomey tribe's fight against colonialism in the 18th and 19th centuries set the stage for the personality of the Woman King, a character loosely based on Dahomey warriors of modern-day Benin Republic. And from all we see on Instagram, Viola Davis is evidently overjoyed to connect once again with her African roots, even as the movie The Woman King heads for its cinematic release on the 16th of September this year. Saving the date. Is Captain Jack Sparrow getting back on screen? According to reports, Johnny Depp is in talks to rejoin the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise after being dropped in 2018. Yes. Well, prior to his defamation trial against his ex-wife Amber Heard, the actor had been approached by Walt Disney Pictures and asked if he would be interested in reprising his role as Jack Sparrow in the Pirates of the Caribbean 6, as well as a Disney spin-off. However, Johnny Depp was coincidentally fired from the franchise in 2018, the same year his ex-wife wrote an op-ed in the Washington Post about being his victim of domestic abuse. Anyways, I'm so looking forward to new adventures with the original Captain Jack Sparrow. That's it guys for entertainment, but sit tight, relax as sports comes right up.
Hello sports lovers, welcome to Sports on the News in Brief. I am Emilio Menez-Substance and these are the top stories. And we're off the tracks with athletics. Nigerian sprinter Blessing Okagbare has been handed an extra 1-year ban for additional doping violations to add to her existing 10-year suspension. The Athletics Integrity Unit charged her with evading sample collection and tampering or attempted tampering with the doping control process. The 33-year-old was suspended during the 2021 Tokyo Olympics after failing a drug test and was in February this year handed her original ban for multiple breaches of anti-doping rules. As a result of Okagbare's additional ban, Nigeria has lost its potential qualification place in the women's 4x100 meters relay at July's World Championships in Oregon. Recall that 6 days after she evaded sample collection on 13 June 2021, she competed in the relay event at Nigeria's Olympic trials, helping her team to qualify for the World Championships. However, all results involving Okagbare have now been disqualified. Reigning world champions Dina Asha Smith and Katarina Johnson-Thompson will headline the Great Britain team at the World Athletics Championships in Oregon next month. Asha Smith will seek to defend the 200 meters title she won 3 years ago in Doha and also race in the 100 meters, while Johnson-Thompson will again go for heptathlon gold. The duo are part of an initial 64-strong Great Britain team named for the championships in Eugene, which also features Olympic silver medalists Keely Hodgkinson and Laura Mayer. And now tennis. Sad news for Berrettini fans as Matteo Berrettini, a runner-up at SW19 last year and one of the favorites for the title, is out of the Wimbledon race. The star withdrew from this year's championship after testing positive for COVID. Emma Raducanu's bid for a maiden Wimbledon title was brought to an end in the second round by unseeded Frenchwoman Caroline Garcia. Just a year after rocketing to stardom with a run to the fourth round and then achieving the unthinkable in New York, the US Open champion slipped to a mixed 6-3, 6-3 loss on center court. Raducanu will next step out on the Grand Slam stage at the US Open, but she insists there will be no pressure ahead of her title defense. Seven-time champion Serena Williams made her singles comeback at Wimbledon on Tuesday. 40-year-old Serena Williams played France's Harmony Tan on center court 12 months on from tearing her hamstring in her first-round match at SW19. She is currently one win short of Australian player Margaret Court's record of 24 Grand Slam singles wins. Andy Murray suffered his earliest Wimbledon exit as he lost to American 20th seed John Isner in the second round on Wednesday. He said that playing against top guys right at the beginning of the event made it more challenging. He added that he really wanted to improve his ranking to a level where he's getting seeded in slams, if not by the US Open, then by the Australian Open next year. Three-time Grand Slam champion Murray, ranked 52nd in the world, had never failed to reach the third round on 13 previous appearances at Wimbledon, where he is a two-time winner. And now football. Romelu Lukaku has returned to Inter Milan on a season-long loan, just a year after leaving for Chelsea. Chelsea paid Inter a club record £97.5 million for 29-year-old Lukaku last summer, but before Christmas, he said he was not happy and hoped to rejoin the Italian side. Inter have agreed to pay a loan fee of about €8 million, that's £6.9 million for Lukaku, who helped them win Serie A in 2020-2021. The Belgium striker was not a regular starter for Chelsea last season, but scored 15 goals in all competitions. According to reports, Lukaku was willing to take a pay cut to seal a move back to Inter. But the club's financial situation meant it was impossible for them to match his wages or buy the forward outright. However, Inter Milan president Steven Zhang got involved personally in the negotiations last week, which significantly made the deal possible. Tottenham have agreed a £60 million deal with Everton to sign Richarlison. Tottenham offered £40 million in writing at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, and Everton chairman Bill Kenwright initially went away, believing the offer was insufficient. Spurs will pay an initial £50 million with a further £10 million in add-ons. Everton were unhappy with the overall £60 million package, but had to accept the offer for the June 30 deadline to ensure coach Frank Lampard has bargaining power in the transfer market. And that's sports on the news in brief. Follow Vantage TV for all the news, sports, and entertainment. I am Emilio Menezes. Till I return next week, remember to like, share, and subscribe.